Okay, Assalamualaikum Jamils. So hopefully this is the final sprint for you. So hopefully just to clarify something for you, to make sure that you are ready for tomorrow. So I want to talk about the polarity of, okay, this node is in the GC, but it is for stationary phase. But it's okay, you can use this node to determine the polarity of your analyte. Check balik nota GC. Okay, as I mentioned in the lecture before, there are several functional groups that can increase the polarity of your analyte. For example, hydroxyl group, and then carbonyl group, and then oxygen group, and then apa lagi? Nitrogen group. So this, I lupa nak mention nitrogen dalam lecture note, tapi I mention sekarang just in case besok keluar, just in case, takut. Okay, so these functional groups, if you increase this functional group, you will increase the polarity. Okay, as you can see here, water, lepas tu water ada hydroxyl, carboxylic acid ada hydroxyl, ada carbonyl, oxygen ada this one, lepas tu amides ada, and then followed by amides and so on. Okay, so this is how you determine the polarity. Okay, so look at this example. I think this is 2022. Question number berapa? I tak ingat, nombor 4 kot ke nombor 5? Tak ingat. Okay, so dia minta explain reason why anthracene should not be analysed by using reverse phase chromatography. So you look at anthracene. Anthracene ada ke all these functional groups? Tak ada. So apa yang dia ada adalah dia sama ada alifatik ataupun aromatik. Obviously aromatik lah. So kalau dia alifatik ataupun aromatik, this means that dia adalah non-polar analyte. So we know in reverse phase stationary, you punya reverse phase chromatography, the stationary phase is non-polar. The mobile phase is polar. And then kalau mobile phase is polar, siapa yang akan eluted dulu? Analyte yang mana? Analyte yang polar analyte will be eluted first. Okay, so anthracene non-polar, dia akan retain dekat dalam stationary phase. So kalau you nak elute anthracene dekat dalam reverse phase, dia tak akan eluted. Dia duduk je dekat dalam kolom tu. Dia akan duduk dalam stationary phase, duduk je, tak akan eluted. So it is not good. Kita nak separate dia. Kalau dia tak duduk je kat dalam tu, macam mana kita nak separate? Betul tak? Okay, so that is why it is not advisable to separate anthracene menggunakan reverse phase chromatography. Okay, second, look at this one. In the above HPLC analysis, predict the outcome. So predict the outcome. So you have to choose which analyte is the most polar. As I mentioned earlier, reverse phase chromatography, the analyte that will be eluted first is the polar analyte. So you have to choose which one is most polar. So between this and this one, you dah tahu yang ni non-polar. Okay, so between this and this one, which one is more polar? You have to look at the functional group. Okay, both of these structures ada hydroxyl. Dia ada hydroxyl. Lepas tu dia ada, dua-dua ada carbonyl. So macam mana you nak choose? You look at the rest of the functional group. Yang ni dia ada extra nitrogen. Dia ada 1, 2, 3, 4. Nitrogen keempat ada charge lagi. So obviously this is the most polar. Followed by the second analyte. So predict the outcome. So you have to mention lah yang mana yang keluar dulu, and then you explain why. Okay? Boleh follow? Okay, good luck. All the best tomorrow. Malam ni telefon parent, minta maaf, minta ampun, so dia doakan sekali. Assalamualaikum.